In Studio B, Gordy Bravo, BYU Junior Softball All-American and outfielder, who has been a part of some wild finishes for sure. Okay, Gordy, in your mind, let's start with your opinion on the most exciting finish in any BYU athletic event ever. And you can go with softball, whatever you want to choose.
Softball-wise, I mean, I remember being down by like 10 runs or something, and I mean, we came back and ended up winning it. That was pretty insane.
Idaho State, right?
Yeah. That was pretty crazy.
Okay.
I gotta say that was pretty.
Down 10? Yeah, that would definitely factor in.
Yeah.
Welcome to Studio B, by the way.
Thank you.
Good to have you with us. You head off to regionals later this week, and you're going to take on number 2 team in the nation in Oregon. We'll get to that in just a second. But I want to get the backstory here. I've heard Coach Eakin's side of the story in your recruitment to BYU.
Uh-huh.
But I want to hear how it happened. What did you say to him on your recruiting trip after that?
Sold him.
That solidified things.
As opposed to him trying to get you, right?
Yeah. So I just walked in his office right before I had to head out back to California, and I just straight up told him, I'm like, I'll play for you. And then he was like, all right. And then, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's not that big of a story, but.
So you
wait. That's
like,
it.
I just went up to him. I was like, I'll play for you.
He says that you said, I will play for you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, I will
play for you. Yeah.
Like, you'll offer me a scholarship?
Yeah.
Had he offered you a scholarship at that time?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And so was that your commitment at that time? Like, I'll play?
Verbal. Yeah, like a verbal commitment.
Well, all you did was become an Easton All-American in 2013 in your freshman season. So I think it worked out for all parties
It went pretty well. It went pretty well.
It did.
Sunday, you get another NCAA tournament berth. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What was the reaction of the team to one, you knew you were getting in, but two, where you're going?
To be honest, I mean, we were pretty pissed off. We saw our name by Oregon and a 4th seed, and we were pretty pissed off.
Okay.
Why is that?
Because I feel like we felt like we had a better record, and we deserved like a 2 or 3 seed, and definitely not a 2-seeded team in the nation. But I mean, we'll take it.
Okay, so but here's the reality of it is Oregon, but you have the luxury of knowing that you went head to head with them last year.
Yeah.
And they were ranked number 2 at that time last year when you beat them.
That's true. Yeah.
How similar is that Oregon team to this year's team and preparing for this one?
I mean, they didn't pitch Hawkins like they're number 1, but I don't think they've seen Kenna, so we're pretty excited about that. And I mean, we still have like all the same players, so I mean, we're pretty stoked about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Describe, since you are ticked off going with that bid. Describe kind of the attitude of the team as you prepare to go to Eugene, I guess, in an hour and a half.
It definitely like pumped us up. It got us, a little bit more, a little more drive going into Eugene, and it's like uniting us, and so we're ready to go. That's for sure. Okay,
you've got your game face on, but we can look at that from many different angles, because your game face in the dugout sometimes. Is not exactly.
We hear it's not as intense occasionally.
Yes. Hey, so there's so many things to talk about. First of all, let's talk about the hat selection, okay? Who came up with the idea to wear random hats? The sombrero, the fishing hat, whatever, the backward baseball cap. Like, I get the impression that you started this trend, Gordy.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how it happened. I just know I don't really remember, but like. So we had like rally caps in general in softball and baseball, like the visors and the helmets. But we wanted to be different, so we just grabbed a bunch of random hats and we just walked out to the field and started wearing them.
Okay.
And it's pretty much.
Why not?
Happened. Yeah.
I heard I'm supposed to call you Marissa.
Oh snap!
Yeah, I told me that was gonna happen. Yeah, I don't like to be called that. So
that's your first name. How'd you get Gordy? Is that a nickname?
Gordy is my nickname. Yeah. Well, I was a chubby baby, and they call me Gordy, like Gorda, like fat, So definitely grew out of that, thank God. But yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Marissa.
No, Jerem, she's gonna punch you in the face.
It's all right.
This might be our first I get punched moment of BYU Sports.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't punch.
Okay, so I'm interviewing. Okay, we're going back.
If I was wearing an Oregon shirt, she might punch me.
Going back to dugout behaviors. Okay. Mm-hmm. Interviewing Coach Aiken in the middle of a game. They are a little, fourth inning interview, and there's this sign that keeps popping up behind him. Whatever, a picture of him with his mustache. Okay, and I'm like, who is that? It's got to be Gordy. And of course, I think I'm pretty sure it was you.
Classic Gordy.
Okay, so how do you get away with stuff like that?
Actually, that wasn't me.
Oh, it wasn't you? Who was it? Who was
it? Was someone. He goes Carly Lear. Because they interview him like while we're on the field, so people who are sitting mess around. But we just put his face on a bat, like his face on there. We even took it out to a home run one time too. We like ran out there with the bat with his like a picture of his face on there. And
the mustache?
I don't think he even noticed either.
Oh, my goodness.
Or either that or he just pretends like he doesn't know. But
okay.
Gordy Bravo is like one of the best names ever for sports. Have you relished this? Have you used that in any way?
I mean, people do compliment on it. It's really different.
Like a comic book hero or something. I don't know.
Gordy Bravo, yeah. People like to like make fun of it, say like Johnny Bravo,
Yeah,
but
I got you.
I get that a lot. But other than that, it's a pretty cool name.
Gordy Bravo is with us in Studio B, junior softball All-American and outfielder for BYU Softball. They head to regionals to take on number 2 Oregon, and they're leaving just, I think, in about an hour and a half here. Okay, let's get back to the serious questions. Jerem has to ask this question every time.
Serious? We don't need that.
And it deals with candy.
What's your favorite first base candy?
Oh, I get the M&Ms, the big ones, the big giant M&M.
Okay, are they ever melted in Kristen Delahouse's pocket?
Never.
Really?
Always perfect. Yeah.
Really?
Does she have like
a
air-conditioned pockets?
Like a cooler in there? Like,
No, she just puts them in right before the inning and just runs out there. She has like a fanny pack now. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's a next level Nike fanny pack, like super slim.
there's no such thing as next level fanny pack.
She
and she
showed
covers
it to me.
and everything.
You can't
it's
even
nice.
tell it's there. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Because
been to Europe a
all the
couple
girls
times.
like something different, like different type of candy, so she gets like a fanny pack with all the different types.
Dude, is she like on the corners of Provo streets? Like, hey, candy, it's quarter. You want like a M&M? You want like a gummy bear that's got like
Is there
a lint
any
on it?
team that has more fun than BYU softball
I mean, probably not.
during the actual games?
During an actual game, probably not. No.
I've got an alternate question to that. We were talking about rain delays with Brandon Kinsey yesterday. Is there a more bored athlete in the NCAA than baseball, softball? Because you have rain delays and stuff. You get bored sometimes.
Yeah, we
you know
saw
I
what
mean?
they did. We wanted to do the same thing, and we wanted to do like the slip and slide out there, but coach wouldn't let us. But I mean, I still did anyways. But yeah.
You lead this team in batting average. Lacey Hofstedt is right there with you. Is there any sort of like inner competition going on between you two?
Oh, not at all. We don't even talk about it, to be honest. But I mean, I'm like, so proud of Lacey, though. Oh my God, what a senior year, though.
Yeah, she's been outstanding for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
What goes into the handshakes with outfielders and infielders? Like this is something you have to prepare hard for, right?
Yeah, you're talking about like right before the ending starts.
Yes.
Yeah. So we all do our different sayings every time. We say like the littlest random stuff.
Do you want to give us an idea of yours?
I guess like outfield, we would say like one time I'll say Coco fell one time in the infield. So in the outfield we said sniper. We're like, I'll sniper on 3.
That was really funny, by the way.
Yeah.
When she had the tripping moment. Gordy Bravo with us in Studio B. Last thing for you, Gordy. BYU will beat Oregon if what happens?
If that's a hard one.
Okay. Is there a key? It's like you will win the game if you execute this way.
If we just play our game, to be honest.
Okay.
I'll say if we get our bunts down, we will win.
Okay. Yeah. We'll look for that.
Yeah.
Small ball.
Small ball.
I like that. Gordy, great to have you with us.
Thank you.
Before you leave, we need to give you some BYU Sports Nation karma. Are you aware of this?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Okay. Ashley Robinson hit her only home run of the year last year after she came on.
That's how
the
powerful
show.
it is.